What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy JMAC, the one and only, back with another video, man. And today we talking about finding your art. This word art has been brought up to me a lot. I think I actually brought it up in the last video or the video before that. One of my videos I brought it up, but I didn't talk on it a lot. And I'm thinking about just making it like a part of my personal brand and stuff, you know, finding your art. And finding your art is the same as saying finding who you are, your purpose, and how that applies to your life. How does that help you draw your painting? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are all the things that you do in your life, or that you're doing right now, that is drawing the perfect, or not even the perfect, just the painting that you want to be hung up in the museum one day, you know? And art is natural. It comes to you naturally, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people, for example, in museums, you see art, it's just some paint splashed on a board, piece of paper, whatever, and you're like, how in the world is this painting worth like $10 million or something like that? But that's real art. It was natural. It wasn't forced. You know what I mean? And it was their art. It wasn't, oh, I drew this, and that, you know what I'm saying? And it had no meaning behind it. So your art has a meaning behind it. And that's how I figured out with how you find your purpose. Your purpose has a meaning behind it. And that's how you know what you want to do in life. You know, like a regular job, like working at Wendy's. No offense to anybody that works at Wendy's or any fast food, but me personally, I don't feel like majority of those people, their dream job is, or not even job, their dream career is, I want to work at Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? I want to work a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. I don't feel like that's anybody's dream. I don't feel like that's anybody's art. You know what I mean? And the reason I feel like that is because to have purpose is to have a meaning behind it. So if you say you want to work at Wendy's, why? Besides money, why? What does that add to your painting that has a meaning behind it? Nothing, in my opinion, nothing. Unless that's just something you really want to do, like you like, okay, I want to work at Wendy's, like, that's your dream. Okay, great, but what's your meaning? Even if that is your dream, what's your meaning behind why you want to work there? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've had to reflect on, because it's recently just been going back and forth with my life. You know, a lot of people have asked me, like, you know, because I'm back in college, I meet a lot of new people. They're like, what's your major? What do you plan to do with your major? You know, and I hear that all the time. But every time they ask me about my major, that's not the first thing I think about. I think about basketball. And that lets me know that I have more meaning behind basketball than I do anything else that I want to do. You can have multiple things you want to do, and those things can have meanings, but the number one thing that you constantly think about, that you really want to do, that has the most meaning behind it, that's your purpose, that's your art. That's when you need to start painting, you getting your paintbrush, pick it up and start painting. You know what I'm saying? And I realized that, you know what I'm saying, especially today, my last video, y'all go watch that. It's about the mindset. So now I know I have to change my mindset on how I think, as far as what I want to do in life, and that I go after it regardless of the outcome. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if I make it or not, at least I understood that I challenged myself to become great. You know what I'm saying? At least give myself a chance, rather than put down the paintbrush, stop painting, and leave it blank, and just go on about my life. And then once I leave here, everything I did has no meaning, which means I created no art. I left nothing behind. And that's all I feel a museum is. I feel like a museum is just those arts, those paintings, those statues, and everything in there has meaning. It's something that was left behind that has meaning and value to it. And that's what I want y'all to grasp, you know what I'm saying? When you leave here, what is gonna be your art? What's gonna be your final painting? What is gonna be the meaning behind it? What's gonna be the story behind it? all those things. I want you to really think about that. You know what I'm saying? And I've already told myself, you know, I'm challenging myself to fully focus 100% on my work and basketball. Tried my best, you know, not to get sidetracked and get off course and, you know, get interested in other things that are distractions to where I want to be, and just being locked in on myself and where I want to be in life, and truly go after that. So that's where I'm at, and I'm telling you, that's where you need to get at. You know what I'm saying? Where you have your paintbrush and you need to start making your painting, bro. What is your art? What is your meaning behind your art? You know what I'm saying? How does that add value to your life and to other people's life? Because one day people are gonna want to see your art, and if it has no meaning to it, then you didn't impact nobody's life, nor did you impact yourself. Like, it's no meaning. It's just nothing to it. It's blank. It's unknown, really. So, yeah, man, my message to you today is really sit back and analyze yourself and find out, what is my art? What is the painting that I'm trying to draw? You know what I'm saying? What's the meaning behind that? What do I want to leave? You know, so that's all I have to say. That's kind of my new slogan thing now. So if you try and take it, you're cooked. It's mine. Now it's just trying to impact other people's lives as well. You know what I'm saying? So I hope I can help you find your art. I hope you do find your art and your meaning behind it, and that you apply it to your life. You know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all can hear me too. My stuffy nose is acting up right now, so my voice is very low, and I'm trying to project it, but it's not working. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Find your art. Find the meaning behind it. It's your boy JMAC, the one and only, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend who may need it. We're on the road to 1,000 subs, man. I love all y'all. Thank you so much. And always give thanks to the man above. And other than that, we out.
Hey, see y'all later, man.